Pretty excited about one.
I'm excited about getting this dark chocolate mocha that I ordered.
Dark chocolate mocha? What else did you put in it?
Dark chocolate mocha.
Just dark chocolate mocha?
We're on our way to our next destination.
We're taking the scenic route through Santa Barbara.
Woo, look at the oceans over there.
This is US 101 going north towards San Francisco. And there's a lot of hiking up.
Quite scenic, if I do say so myself. This is beautiful. There's just so many plants. It's just green, 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 and then there's ocean. We are not used to this. Wow.
Alright, so we're going up the hill, path towards Santa Barbara.
We found a free. Okay. We found a free camping spot in the Santa Barbara area. It's off of the Campandium website, and it's a BLM.
It is a BLM, not Black Lives Matter.
The other guy.
It's
BLM?
Bureau of Land Management, the federal land. Anyway, going up the hill here, if you're driving an RV that's and it's a slow vehicle, you have to use the turnouts and let people get past you.
Which is what we just did. So
That's
I guess
nice.
people are getting annoyed.
Courteous. Instead of keeping a long line of traffic behind.
I think so. It's the right thing to do. And I'm saying that to all those truck drivers out there.
Yep.
But this is nice. Wow. Look at that. All this stuff.
It's a scenic route. You can pull over and
Like take pictures and just like see it. But I'm sure it's gonna be very scenic when we end up where we're supposed to be as well. So we're seeing California on this trip.
a lot of green. I think what stands out is the greenery coming from where we came from in Palm Springs. It's really desert, and just being able to. A lot of people do. There's a lot of agriculture, a lot of farms around this area.
I think everywhere where it says Vista Point, that's where you can stop, like right in there. That's the area where you stop and have information on the area. Dude, the next time we see one of those, let's do it. Let's stop.
You know I miss you, like I need your consistent points. I miss you, like I got this morning. Feel like two sides of a coin. We make love now than memories.
That's not
But
right.
in my soul, now my melody. That no day, that no day, that no day. Love me while you can. Stay up. Baby, look.
So we're about to hit up the camping grounds, the national park area.
Oh yeah, we are here, Santa Barbara County.
The city that we're in is actually called Santa Maria, I believe.
It's
But
called
yeah, Santa Maria.
Okay.
But it's the Santa Barbara area.
what? Yeah, Santa Barbara County.
So it's not all wilderness like you were afraid of. Nice residential area next to a national park.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, here it goes. About to see a campsite.
We're gonna give you more information on
Oy.
3 campsites. This is the second one. The first one was
The first one wasn't technically a campsite, but we did it anyway.
Hey, it's a spot where you can park for free.
Or yeah, we
It
did.
counts. And we're headed to the second one.
Yeah.
The goal is to get, what, 5 of them?
Yeah,
7
at
of
least
them?
5. Let's do, yeah, try to do 5 at least.
So here we're in Santa Lucia Ranger Station in Los Padres. So this might be a dud. We're here at Santa Lucia Ranger Station in Los Padres National Forest. This looks like just the ranger station, so we're gonna walk in there and ask them some questions about and find out if there's an actual campsite here, because it's not very clear. Based on the information we found online, there should be a campsite here, but we can't find it. So we're gonna go in there and ask them. Stay tuned. All right, so it doesn't look like there's anyone here. It's closed. But we just pulled up here, and that's the sign over there. All right, this is the entrance. It's the Santa Lucia Ranger District information. Let's see. Maps and passes. So it doesn't look like any of this is open from what I understand. And it looks like the options that they have here: Davy Brown Creek, Hurricane Deck, sunset over the Santa Ynez Valley, California Poppies. So I think this is a dud. For one, the office is closed, and if the office is closed, that would mean that the campsite or recreational spot's probably closed as well. So we have to keep this journey moving.
Unless you want to call this number.
Go ahead.
Hello, Padres. This is Jennifer.
Hi Jennifer, we're at your information office, and we're looking for information on a nearby campsite.
Where are you exactly?
The Lucia
Santa
Ranger
Lucia.
District.
Oh, in Santa Maria?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of our campgrounds are closed due to the California stay-at-home order that the governor enacted early December and still in effect.
Okay. When
So
is
we
it
have no
gonna?
campgrounds. All state park campgrounds are closed. All county, all city, all Forest Service campgrounds are closed.
Okay. When is this? When is that gonna be lifted?
We don't know. The stay-at-home order was through December 28th, and the governor extended it another 3 weeks. He included campgrounds, unfortunately. So we're in a region that has high COVID rates, and it has to do with the percentage of ICU bed usage in the hospitals. So I don't know if you're from California, but so most of southern, central, and parts of Northern California are in the same situation. So, bars and restaurants are closed. Restaurants are takeout only. And the campgrounds were put into this. So there's a lot of services that had to close down again because of COVID. So we don't know. Our closure is in effect through the 6th, which is technically tomorrow. But we're waiting to hear. Most likely it'll be extended for another couple of weeks because that's what the state is doing. So I can't tell you anything today. If you just need a place to sleep in your car tonight, you can backtrack and you can camp up on top of Figueroa Mountain. That's an area where it's called dispersed camping, but there's no bathrooms, there's no facilities. You have to dispose of your waste, human waste. You have to pack out all your trash. You're not allowed to have a fire. You have to have your own water. It's cold. There was snow there last week. It's between 3,000 and 4,000 feet.
Whoa.
It's a beautiful area. It's nice views, but it is on top of a mountain. It's fairly open and exposed. So it's not very good for a tent, but you can sleep in your vehicle.
Okay. How do we get to this Figueroa Mountain?
Well, you'd have to get back onto the 101 South. Get off at Highway 154. Take that to Los Olivos. Across from Los Olivos is Figueroa Mountain Road. Figueroa Mountain Road is a paved road. It's a county road for about the first 11 miles with private property around it. Eventually it turns into a forest road.
So we're just going to pause here for a second and actually want to tell you a little fun fact about this 8-mile long road, Figueroa Mountain Road, that actually has some very famous private property on it, and that is Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch. Now, this ranch is huge. I mean, it had his house, he lived here, it has a pool, it even has a huge theater, it has a farm. And Michael lived here for over a decade. This was really his happy place, his escape. He loved to play here. He had roller coasters, he had rides, and I just thought that I would want to tell you that Ashley and Namdi were very close to this place. That's it.
Once you're on the forest road, you can start to pull off the side of the main road. That main road goes on for about another, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how far it is, but you have at least 8 miles or so to pull off. Eventually it turns into a very, very narrow, winding road that takes you down the backside of the mountain, and there's nowhere to disperse camp because it's too narrow of a road. So that's how you get to Figueroa. Yeah. So you don't need any special permits or passes. You can have a little gas stove. Like I said, no campfires.
Okay.
So it's a pretty area, but it will get cold and it can be windy at times.
Are there more dispersed camping sites?
Not very many, no. That's the one that's probably the nicest. I don't recommend anything off of Highway 166. Absolutely not. There's too many issues with Highway 166. You can go further north. You could go to the Carrizo Plain off of Highway 58. That's Bureau of Land Management, BLM. You could call their office or look up their website. It's quite a distance from where you are now. It's several hours, but it is an area where dispersed camping is allowed.
Okay.
You could look into that. Unfortunately, we don't have anything up here in San Luis Obispo. They had one road that was open. They had to close it because there were too many people dispersed camping.
Okay.
So that's closed for a year.
Oh.
So I'd either backtrack and go to Figueroa. There's another road behind Figueroa, Happy Canyon Road. It's at a little lower elevation. You can look up Happy Canyon Road.
Okay.
Other than that and the Carrizo Plain, I just would really encourage you not to do dispersed camping along 166. It's a busy corridor, and you're really technically not supposed to disperse camp at trailheads when they're having issues with cars getting broken into off of 166. So I just absolutely wouldn't do that.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
So,
that helps a lot.
You might like the Carrizo Plain. It's just a long ways. Again, they have an office in Bakersfield. Phone number, I don't know if they're answering, but if they don't answer, you can go onto their website. I've seen pictures of people dispersed camping this time of year on Facebook, so I know they're doing it. They have what are called dispersed camping areas with fire rings, and it looks like people are having fires in the fire rings. So I know that dispersed camping is allowed, but it's just a very long drive out there.
Okay.
But it's pretty. It's a pretty area.
All right. Well, yeah, we may check it out, but thank you for giving us all those ideas.
Sure. Yeah, if you have
that helps a lot.
If you have any other questions, I'm Jennifer. Just let me know.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
You too. So we got Figueroa. We got, what was the other one? It was something Canyon, and then the other one was.
That's up north.
It's by it's towards the Bakersfield area.
Yeah.
Or like in that direction. So dispersed camping is what we have to look for.
So right, we're gonna go online and we're gonna search for
We're gonna
dispersed
find
camping.
different places. So this is part of the learning experience, and we're figuring out where we can camp for free, especially during COVID. This is actually like ultimate, camping.
Yeah, adventure. It turns out that a lot of the campsites are shut down. So there are a lot of people out there looking for places to camp. And I appreciate Jennifer for being patient and giving us a lot of information. I appreciate that, Jennifer. If you ever watch our video, shout outs to you. That's thank you.
How are we doing?
The fun part.
Yes, I love lakes and crab.
I can't believe that people haven't figured this thing out. Like every time you want to do it, you have to buy. All right, just so you know, there's this Chevron out here in what city are we in? San Luis Obispo?
It's
Shoot.
it's it's something like Pablo Robles, or close to San Luis Obispo. Dude, we're in somewhere in that area actually. But we found a Chevron that has dumping and water, and from what we can tell, you can just use this. And I know it says a sign right here that there is a $7 fee for the dump station. So I guess we're gonna have to go find the attendant later so we can give them $7. But other than that, it seems like the water here is free. So we got free water. We filled up the tank completely and took showers all right here in one